It's a local organization dedicated to eliminating homelessness. It's the Homeless Task Force, and its volunteers are working to educate the community about the issues that are surrounding this struggle in our own backyard. Joining me this morning is Debbie Smith. She's the co-chair for the Homeless Task Force. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Let's start. This is a bigger problem than people might think.
Right, it is. We have strict guidelines of who we can count as homeless, so if someone has slept on a friend's couch the night before because it's very cold, we can't count them as homeless when we do the count at the end of the month.
You even kind of mentioned that sleeping on a friend's couch. What kind of struggles do you see and do you hear about?
Well, there are the people who have lost their jobs. There are the people who have addictions. There are the people who have mental illness. And many of them can't hold down jobs, can't pay their rent, and they end up on the streets.
And I know in a lot of cases, people try to take time and try to fix things themselves, get back on their feet. At what point is there like a breaking point for people to really come out and get help from these emergency shelters?
Well, they should always try to call 211 first and find out what kind of help is available to them through their township or other organizations. But when they have just reached the breaking point, then they end up going somewhere like the rescue mission if they're a man, or trying to get into Caris House if they're a woman, or other facilities if they have addictions, or Interfaith Hospitality Network if they have children.
You were naming a couple of the different places and some of the organizations and help. What could people do to help volunteer or to help the people who need help?
Well, on our website, which you can find by going to wayne.com, and there's a link there, you can find out all the different agencies that need help, what kind of help they need, furniture, money. We are looking for volunteers to help with a new emergency shelter that we have set up, and there's information on our website how you can do that as well.
Talk a little bit about that new shelter that just opened.
Well, last year the rescue mission had 109 men at one time, and they had beds for 52, and so there were many people sleeping on the floor. So we got together mid-November, and by the end of December we had a location set up with cots and things where people can go. They should go to the rescue mission by 7 p.m. and get registered there. It's for men, women, and then families.
And can you talk a little bit about the homeless counts?
The homeless count is on Wednesday, January 26th, and there will be volunteers out in the community registering the homeless, and we give away items to each person that will come and be counted.
And very quickly, there are some items that are always seem to be in need, and there's some drop-off spots.
Right. We need backpacks, especially backpacks and sub-zero sleeping bags and thermal underwear, boots, socks, all those kinds of items, and then they can be dropped off at either Covenant United Methodist Church, Vincent Villages, or Trinity English Lutheran Church.
Okay, all great information. Thanks, Debbie, so much for being here. And still ahead, ice sculptures.